Okay. All right. So, Hari Om, let us start. Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo, Maheshwara, Guru Sakshal, Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri, Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri, Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri, Gurave Namaha. Om Sindhuraruna Trinayana Taranayakashekaram Smidamukhi Mabhinavakshoruham Panibhyam Malipurnaratna Jashagam Rattotpalam Bipratim Saumyam Ratnagadastarakta Charanam Dhyayet Param Ambikam ध्यायेत् पद्मासनस्तां विकसितवदनां पद्मपत्रायदाक्षीं हेमाभां पीतवस्त्रां करकलिदलसद्धेमपद्मां वराङ्गीं सर्वालङ्कारयुक्तां सततमवयदां भक्तनम्रां भवानीं श्रीविद्यां शान्तमूर्तिं सकलसुरनुदां सर्वसम्पत्प्रदात्रीम् सकुङ्कुमविलेपनामळिकचुम्बिकस्तूरिकां समन्दधिरेक्षणां सजरजापपाशाङ्कुशाम् अशेषजनमोहिनीं मरुणमाल्यभूषोज्ज्वलां जवाकुसुमवासुरां जपविदौ स्मरेदम्बिकाम् अरुणां करुणातरङ्गिताक्षीं धृतपाशाङ्कुशपुष्पबाणचापाम् अणिमादिविरावृतां मयूकैः अहमित्येव विभावये महेशीम् ॐ पराशक्ति नमः ॐ पराशक्ति नमः ॐ पराशक्ति नमः. So we will look at the names of Devi from 31 to 40. From 31 to 40. So yesterday we did from 21 to 30. Today we will go and we will do from 31 to 40. So you can, if you have those names as they are, you can also chant. The way to chant Amma's names, Lalita Tripura Sundari's names, is by starting with an Om and ending with Namaha. Om and then the name and then Namaha. So I'll start. You can chant along with me at your end. Om Kanakangada Kamaniya Bhujanvidaye Namaha. Om Ratnagraiveya Chindagalola Mukta Phalanvidaye Namaha. Om Kameshwara Prema Ratnamani Pratipanastanye Namaha. Om Nabhyalavala Romali Avalakujatvaye Namaha. Om Laksharomaladhadharada Samunmeya Madhyamaye Namaha. Om Stanabharadalan Madhyavattavandavalitrayaye Namaha. Om Arunaruna Gausumba Vastrabhasvatkati Datye Namaha. Om Ratnaginginigaram Vyarashanadama Bhushidaye Namaha. Om Kameshatnyata Saubhagya Mardhavorudvayanvidaye Namaha. Om Manikya Magudakara Janudvaya Virajidaye Namaha. So these are the 10 names of Devi that we intend to cover. Till yesterday we are, let me remind you, we are again looking at the Stula Sharira, which is the gross body of Devi. Till yesterday we had covered the neck, where we had referred to the Mangalya Sutra of Devi. Mangalya Sutra of Devi was covered yesterday. So we'll go on further. The next one is Kanakangada Keyura Kamaniya Bhujanvita. Kanakangada Keyura Kamaniya Bhujanvita. Kanaka is referring to gold. Angada is the armlets. So these are ornaments worn on the arms of Devi. So Angada is worn at the elbow of the Devi. Keyura is worn on the upper arm of the Devi. Kamaniya, beautiful. Bhujanvita, adorning her arms. So there are two parts of the jewels. One is worn at the shoulder, at the top end, and the other is worn at the elbow. These are the two armlets that are referred to in this. And what are they made of? They are made of gold. The way this is referred to is that each has got a different shape. Each has got a different shape, and the reference is that it is similar to that of what is seen in Shiva, except that in Lord Shiva's case, Lord Shiva has got serpents. That is the difference between Devi as well as Lord Shiva. This highlights the aesthetic, magnificent form of the goddess, highlighting her arms, which are often described as holding symbolic items like the sugarcane bow, which you have also heard about in the previous names of the Devi. Yeah. So Kanakangada Keyura Kamaniya Bhujanvita, she whose arms are beautifully adorned with golden armlets. The next one, Ratnagraiveya Chintaga Lola Mukta Phalanvita. Lola Mukta Phalanvita. Ratna, which is gems, or the gem. Ratnagraiveya is a necklace around the neck which is made from gems. Chintaga. Chintaga is something that is shining and shines like gold or lightning. Lola. Lola means they're dangling pearls. They're dangling. Lola actually refers to the dangling aspect. Muktafala. Muktafala refers to pearls. Anvita is adorned with. So this refers again to the neck of Devi. She whose neck is resplendent with a gem-studded necklace with a locket made of pearls. Now, we're talking of pearls, we're talking also of the gems. Now, this is the analysis of the commentary. Bhaskararaya has separated that word Graiva Graiveya Chintaka Lola Mukta. Graiveya Chintaga Lola Mukta. He split that word as Graiveya Chinta Lola and Mukta. So he different types of devotees. Who are these Graiveya Chintakas? Graiveya Chintakas are those who worship Devi. It's all Devi in I lost the connection. I don't know what happened. Okay, can you hear me? Yeah, okay, fine. Okay,
Now
so
it happens.
yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah. So Lola Chintakas are those who worship her and prompted by desires. They are people who look at worldly desires. So that is the Lola Chintakas. Uh, and we have the last one, which is the Muktas or the Mukta Chintakas are the people who worship her without any desire. They have no desire and they occupy the highest level. So this is what the Mukta Chintakas are. And what they say is that Devi grants each devotee the result that matches their devotion. Devi grants each devotee the result that matches her devotion. So, whatever your devotion, accordingly, you get the what do you call it? The results come out because of that. So, whatever are innate vasanas, whatever is there in our, whatever vasanas are there inside us, according to that only will be the result of our devotion. In this context, we also have to talk about what is that? Vidyasagar Gurumurti talks about Devi Mahatmyam. He compares Devi Mahatmyam with Lalitha Sahasranama. And Devi, both are Devi Stutis. In Devi Mahatmyam, he says that if you chant the Devi Mahatmyam, your worldly desires are likely to be fulfilled. So you you go and ask Devi in your mind, and say that you chant the Devi Mahatmyam and you tell Devi that I want a Toyota car, or you want a small chariot or bullock cart, you might end up getting a Mercedes Benz. So that is the way Devi Mahatmyam works. But spiritual progress is questionable in Devi Mahatmyam. On the other hand, if you pray to Lalita Tripura Sundari, your worldly desires will not necessarily be fulfilled completely. What Devi will give you is what you need. Your need will be fulfilled by Devi. Devi is aware of your need, and whatever your need, that will be fulfilled by Devi. Devi will take responsibility for fulfilling your worldly desires, but more importantly, your spiritual progress is guaranteed in Lalita Sahasranama chanting. That is what Vidyasagar Gurumurti opines. So, Ratnagraiveya Chintaga Lola Mukta Phalanvita. In that, there is also there is one usage of the word Phalanvita. In Phalanvita, there are two ways of interpreting that, yeah, or the two approaches to that. One approach is that Afala, Mukta Phala. It is referred to as Mukta Phalanvita. Afala. Afala means everything that you desire. Afala means everything that you desire, or the fruit of everything that you desire is obtained. But a small change in that. Instead of afala, you say afala. You say instead of afala, you say afala. What happens? Afala means there is nothing, no fruit. So just one small change in that will completely change the meaning of what you are trying to say or what you are chanting. So be careful. Mukta Phalanvita. Mukta Phalanvita basically means that everything that you desire will be granted by Devi to your to your requirement. Devi knows your requirement, and accordingly Devi will grant you whatever is your requirement. It is not afala. Devi, it's not afala, which basically means afala means that you will get nothing. It's not what Devi is saying. So Ratna Graiveya Chintaga Lola Mukta Phalanvita. The next one. Kameshwara Premaratnamani Pratipanastani. Kameshwara Premaratnamani Pratipanastani. She who gives her bosom to Kameshwara in return for the gem of love that Kameshwara bestows on her. In this particular name of Lalitha Tripura Sundari, the reference is made to devotion. Devotion, which is the most important aspect of a person's growth. Devotion is the most important aspect of a person's growth, and that is what is referred to in this particular line. Yeah. Also, there is a significance of the love of Devi to Lord Kameshwara. Lord Kameshwara's significance is, the love of Devi for Lord Kameshwara and her fidelity to her husband, to Kameshwara, is also referred to in this particular name of Devi. There is another spiritual significance. There has to be an intimate knowledge of the Absolute. So you need to know every aspect of Devi in order for you to process and proceed in the direction of spirituality. That is also a very important aspect. There is also a unity of consciousness and energy. So you're moving from different parts of the body as you're going down. There is complete union of consciousness and energy, which also is the basis of yoga. If you look at what yoga is the union of the mind and body, and soul. So everything is all coming together in this aspect. Then there is another aspect, which is there is a rahasya, or the secret name. This means that one must become intimately aware of the goddess, losing the separation between the subject and object to truly understand the essence. So at the moment there is a separation between us and Devi. So that separation has to be lost. We should become immersed with the Devi. Only then we will be able to truly understand the essence. So I am reminded again of the reference to Jivatma and Paramatma. In Jivatma, Paramatma, that relationship between Krishna and the gopis, that was a sublime relationship. It was a relationship based on bliss, based on complete bhakti, which unfortunately people misunderstand. They don't understand and appreciate what that relationship is all about. It is a relationship between God and God's devotees. Only when that relationship becomes complete, only at that point in time will the bhakta be able to realize Bhagavan. The bhakta or the person who's the devotee will be able to see Bhagavan within. So they say that Krishna danced with 15,000 gopis. Krishna danced with 15,000 gopis. They were not actually gopis. They were all the jivatmas dancing with the infinite. So in order to understand that, you have to become one with the infinite. So that is a very beautiful example that we can refer to, cross-reference here. Kameshwara Premaratna Mani Pratipanasthani. Nabhyalavala Romali Latafala Kuchatvayi. Nabhyalavala Romali Latafala Kuchatvayi. The Nabhi is the navel. So there is Lavala refers to the basin or the root. So there is a hairline which starts at the depth of the navel and spreads upwards. That's what the Devi, it's a very beautiful description of Devi's navel and the hairline. the spiritual, there is a spiritual significance to this as well. The spiritual significance of this is that, just give me a second while I get to that. In this spiritual, in this particular aspect, what is being talked about is that she whose bosom are the fruits of the creeper of the fine hairline that starts in the depths of the navel and spreads upwards. The navel is where you have the Manipura chakra, and the bosom is where you have the Anahata chakra. So this refers to the movement of energy from the Manipura chakra all the way up to the Anahata chakra, and therefore there is a unison of energy between these 2 points. So it starts, where does this start? This starts where there is a line of hair at the base of the Nabi. Nabhyala vala romali latafala kuchatvayi. Lakshya roma lathadharada samunneya madhyama. Lakshya roma lathadharada samunneya madhyama. In this particular name of Devi, the actual meaning is she who has a waist which can be only inferred by the fact that the creeper of her hairline springs from that waist. So this is basically that you can't see her waist. Her waist is non-existent. She's got such a slender waist. Devi is so beautiful. She's got such a slender waist, and the presence of the waist can be known only by the fact that there is the creeper of her hairline, Lata, Lakshya Roma Lata, Dharada Samunneya Madhyama, starting from the midriff or the middle. And you can't see it. It is so subtle. And that the spiritual significance of this is that Devi is subtle and cannot be seen by the naked eye. She can only be gauged by spiritual insight. Only by spiritually experiencing Devi. This all goes back to the same Jivatma Paramatma discussion. So you have to effectively get immersed in the thoughts of Devi in order for you to appreciate Devi and pray to her and get her blessings. Divine Mother is so subtle. The Divine Mother is so subtle that she cannot be seen by the physical eyes, but must be realized through keen observation of spiritual insight. And this, like in Sanatana Dharma, what we do is we use physical forms for us to achieve our spiritual and mental focus. We use spiritual forms. In this case, the spiritual form or the gross body of Devi. So similarly, we should, through that spiritual form, we have to attain, through the physical form of the Devi, we have to attain spiritual progress. That is what is being inferred in this one. So this is Lakshya Roma Lathadharada Samunneya Madhyama. Next one, 36th one. Sthanabhara Dhalan Madhya Sthanabhara Dhalan Madhya Pattabandha Valitraya. Valitraya is actually the 3 lines which are seen in the midriff or the middle of the Devi. There are 3 lines seen in the middle of the Devi. So she whose abdomen has 3 folds which form a belt to support her waist from breaking under the weight of her bosom. This is what this means. Now, what are those 3 lines referring to? Those 3 lines, the spiritual significance of those 3 lines is the 3 roles of Mother, which is that of creation, sustenance, and destruction. So these are the 3 cosmic roles that Mother goes through. These are the 3 cosmic roles of Mother. Mother is the creator, Mother is the sustains, and Mother also destroys. So these are the 3 aspects of Mother. There is another aspect also which talks of the 3 spiritual paths, which is the Karma Marga, the Bhakti Marga, and the Jnana Marga. So these are the 3 aspects or 3 spiritual paths or 3 ways in which one can attain, become self-realized souls. The easiest path, the easiest path is Bhakti Marga. In Kali Yuga, the easiest path is Bhakti Marga because there is only Bhakti involved. In the Marga that we are doing today now is the Jnana Marga, which is trying to learn, which is far more difficult. As you can see, it is not an easy task for all of us to try. And the challenge will be, after doing all these 1,000 names, try and remembering, somebody turns around and says, which is that sloka, which is that name which refer to this particular thing, and then you'll go completely blank. Chances are you'll go completely blank. So this is the Jnana Marga. Unless you do this, repeat this over and over and over and over again, that is when you learn this, and learn this by heart. So even when we like all this while we have been chanting the Lalitha Sahasranama, I have been chanting this. In fact, even Nisha talked about chanting it for several years. We have been chanting it since 1996, 1997. The fact is, we know this by heart, but only now we are attempting to learn this. How are we learning it? By digging deeper, digging deeper. The more we dig, the more we will try and learn. This is the Jnana Marga. Yeah. Hopefully, with a bit of luck, something, they say that whatever is said, around only 30% of what is said registers. The rest of it is gone. So anyway, all this is by the side. Sthanabhara Dhalan Madhya Pattabandha Valitraya. Aruna Kausumba Vastra Baswat Katitati. This refers to Aruna. Aruna is the color red, deep red, blood red, which is the color that Devi loves. Devi loves the color red or deep red. Kausumba. Kausumba is the flower, the safflower, which is used to dye Vastra. Vastra is the cloth which is dyed in that color. Baswat, shining. Katitati, it is around her waist. This beautiful red cloth is worn around the waist of the Devi. Why is it red? Red is the color of compassion. Red is the color of Rajoguna. This is the reason why red is used. Aruna. Aruna is also referring to one of the Vak Devis. And where is Aruna? Aruna is in the waist. Aruna is considered to be in the waist. So therefore, this particular thing refers to Devi's waist. She whose hips are adorned with the garment as red as the rising sun, which is dyed with an extraction from the safflower kusumba blossoms. Aruna Kausumba Vastra Baswat Katitati. Devi particularly likes deep red or yellow garments. You have, in fact, there are other descriptions also as Pita Vastra, yellow robe, or Raktam Shukadarini, Raktam, which is blood red, who is clothed in a blood red garment. Raktam Shukadharini. So this is the name. Aruna Kausumba Vastra Baswat Katitati. We'll go to the 38th. Ratna Kinkini Karamya Rashanadhama Bhushita. Ratna Kinkini. Kinkini is bells. Bells. Ratnam is jewels. Karamya, beautiful. Rashana, girdle or waist. Dhama is a string. Damodara, Dhama, string. Bhushita. So she is adorned with that, with the girdle which is decorated with many gem-studded bells. What does that mean? When she is moving around, she makes that sound. When the Devi moves, there is a beautiful sound. It talks of the beauty, exquisite beauty, the grandeur and auspiciousness of the goddess as she moves. She is very gracefully moving around. You can just try and imagine that in your mind. The next one, Kamesha Jnata Saubhagya Mardhavorudvayanvita. Kamesha Jnata Saubhagya Mardhavorudvayanvita. Kamesha. Who's Kamesha? Kamesha is Lord Shiva. Kameshwara, Lord Shiva. Jnata, only he knows. Saubhagya, auspicious. Mardhava. Mardhava refers to soft. Uru, thighs. Dvayanvita, or somebody who actually possesses these kind of soft thighs. The beauty and softness of whose thighs are known only to Kamesha, her husband. This refers to the marital harmony between Lalitha Tripura Sundari and Lord Shiva or Kamesha. Kamesha is the one who has vanquished Kama. Kamesha has gone beyond Kama, the Lord of desire. So he is thus desireless. This mantra implies that Devi's inner secret is only revealed to those who overcome desire. So only those who overcome desire will get to know the extreme, will get to know the inner secret of Devi. So who is the person who has overcome desire? Kameshwara. Because he has overcome desire, so therefore he is able to see Devi. He is able to see her aspects. Kamesha Jnata Saubhagya Mardavoru Dvayanvita. We are going further down. Manikya Makutakara Janudvaya Virajita. Manikya Makutakara Janudvaya Virajita. She whose knees are like crowns shaped from the precious red jewel. Manikya. Manikya. Manikya is the jewel, which is a kind of ruby. Mukutakara. Mukutakara is the crown. Mukuta. Kara, akara is the shine or shine that is emerging from the crown. Janu Dvaya. Janu is knee. Janu Dvaya, two knees. Virajita, shining. So there is the knees are like crowns shaped from the precious red jewel, Manikya, a kind of ruby. So again, we are going from the knees to the crown. We're going from the knees to the crown. Again, you're talking of the unison of energy. As you're going up, there is energy movement as well. So again, this is also a reference to the movement of the energy, and also refers to the fact that Devi is the queen of the universe. The reference is to Janudvaya. Janudvaya is the knees are very prominent, are extremely prominent, and are seen in that way. So what that means is that it's not just the prominence, the physical prominence of the knees, but the fact that she is very much grounded with her knees. She is seated. She is seated in that posture. So she is firmly established as supreme consciousness. Yeah. What knees mean is reference to the stability of the person. So when the person is seated, the knees refer to the stability of the person. Yeah. So that is what this refers to. When sitting in a meditative posture, the knees appear very prominent. So this is she who is firmly established as supreme consciousness. So this is the meaning of the last one. Manikya Mukutakara Janudvaya Virajita. Alright, so with this we cover from 31 to 40 we have done. On Monday we will go from 41 to, we will probably try and do more, probably up till 55, because there are, as we go into 41, apart from 41, all the others are fairly small and easier for us to understand and appreciate. So the only big tough one will be 55, 54, 55, which is becoming a little longer. And yes, 56 onwards again it becomes a little long as well. But the important thing is, these are the physical attributes of Devi, and in order for us to achieve our spiritual goals, we should move beyond the physical and try and involve ourselves, try and merge with the Devi, try and merge with the Devi, picturize Devi in front of us, picturize the physical facets, and that is what is going to give us an opportunity to become one with the Devi. Remember, Lalitha Sahasranama or Lalitha Tripura Sundari prayer is the highest form of Devi Upasana, and this is what will help you do much more than Sri Chakra Upasana or Sri Vidya Upasana. So this is the most important aspect of Shakteya worship. So we will close with our Shanti mantras. Om असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्माहमृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः करचरणकृतं वा कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणनयनजं वा मानसं वापराधं विहितमविहितं वा सर्वमेतत्क्षमस्व जय जय करुणाब्दे श्रीमहादेव शम्भो जय जय करुणाब्दे श्रीमहादेव शम्भो जय जय करुणाब्दे श्रीमहादेव शम्भो ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ Just give me 1 second.